Thank you guys so much for joining me for my short video today. In this video, I'm going to explain the thyroid gland function process, what the thyroid stimulating hormones are responsible for, and also the normal ranges for your thyroid so that you'll know if you got your blood work drawn and you kind of want to know the ranges, okay? And for those of you who do not know me, my name is Sabrina. I did graduate with a medical laboratory technology degree. I'm currently working in a laboratory where I do a lot of testing, chemistry, blood bank, hematology, you name it. Today we're going to focus on chemistry, which is the thyroid. And actually, I went and I found some notes from when I went to school. So I want to make sure I'm telling you guys the right thing. And I'm definitely not going to be memorizing anything. So we're going to keep these notes right here because I did a lot of memorizing in college. And those days are over, sweetie. Okay? All right. So let's get into it. All right. Let's get down to it. Okay. And some of the words I'm going to be using today, like push out. Really, it means secrete, but I'm trying to keep from any medical jargon so people can kind of understand, okay? All right, so in your brain, you have a gland called the hypothalamus, okay? It's right here. And there's two little lobes. One is going to be called the posterior and the anterior. We are going to focus on the anterior part, okay? So the hypothalamus is going to push out a hormone called thyroid-releasing hormone, which is actually called thyrotropin, okay? But we're going to say thyroid releasing hormones, okay, for medical purposes. Okay, and when it sends out that signal to send out the thyroid releasing hormone, it's going to go straight to the anterior gland, okay? When the anterior gland gets that signal, it's going to push out or secrete thyroid stimulating hormone, okay? So this is your TSH, basically. It's going to send that to your thyroid gland. This is what's in your neck, okay? So now the thyroid gland has a signal, okay? And it's basically saying, hey, we need some more thyroid hormone. So in order for your thyroid to make your thyroid hormones, it needs iodine, okay? So when the iodine comes in, everything goes good. It's going to push out your T3 and your T4. These are considered your thyroid hormones, okay? Okay, so now that you have seen the process of how your thyroid hormones are made and controlled by your brain, what are the thyroid hormones like? Why are they important? So just a few examples. So basically the cardiovascular, okay, your heart. It helps regulate your heart rate, your respirations, like those things are very important. Metabolism, it helps with definitely like your glucose absorption. Like that's very important, especially for people that are diabetic. Like you have to really pay attention to these things. And also, it's important for growth. Really have to monitor it, I would include that into my normal yearly blood work just to, take a look at it. But it's definitely, those hormones are definitely important. Number one that a lot of people talk about is metabolism. So, your thyroid is definitely in charge of your metabolism. And I'm going to go over something with you about the negative feedback, which means if your hormones you have too much of it, what will happen? If you don't have enough, what will happen? So yeah, let's get into that really quick. Guys, let's get into it. So let's say, all right, you have enough. Whenever you have enough of your T3 and T4 hormones, that signals back up to the front where the beginning, thyroid stimulating hormone. We don't need that much. So go ahead and calm down with the thyroid stimulating hormone. We're good. So at that point, everything is level. But what if you have too much T3 and T4, okay? You could be secreting too much hormone. So at that point, when it's too much, the signal goes back, okay? It goes through this process. Then it says, hey, go ahead and stop the thyroid stimulating hormone. Just stop. It's enough. It's too much. Okay. So at that point, you will have a very low thyroid stimulating hormone. Okay. Because it's too much. You just have too much. And on the other hand, let's say you don't have just a little bit's coming out. Okay. That's going to be signaled to go back and say, hey, you need to send out some more stimulating hormone. We need some more T3, T4. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. So at that point, you will have a high thyroid stimulating hormone, okay? Because they're trying to produce more hormones. We need them. We need them for, of course, what we talked about, the importance of the hormone. So that is the process. Your body's going to regulate all this stuff, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and talk about, so basically when you have a low TSH and a high T3 and T4, it's considered hypothyroidism. Okay, so basically with hyperthyroidism, you'll see people with the bulging eyes or the goiter, So yeah, it's very serious. And now going back, so on the contrary, high TSH and low T3 and T4, that's considered hypothyroidism. So with this, your metabolism, it slows down, so you gain a lot of weight. You're tired all the time. You can even have hair loss. But it's definitely a lot of symptoms that you would know. And the only way you would know, honestly, is to get your blood withdrawn and get your, TSH panel looked at. So a lot of these things is very important. So, yeah. And one of the main reasons why I did this video is because there's a very popular all-natural supplement out on the market called sea moss. So before I even get into the test results and all those things that I challenged on my own, I wanted you guys to understand the thyroid before we even jumped into that. Okay, so that video will be posted soon. I'm very excited to share my test results of taking sea moss for 3 weeks straight, and I wanted to monitor my thyroid, so I'll be posting that video soon. So you guys have a good week, and I'll see you back. Thank you.